Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2.
Ready?
Now it's Jackson. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Play action. Now Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they've been all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
A big play there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A gain of 32 that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
180! That's it!
To throw again is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
180! That's it!
Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Luke now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
A run straight ahead with H.N. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Come on.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9.
60. Here we go. Stop.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
18 cards. Ready.
The shotgun snap to Willis. And this is incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
70 Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Back to the ground, H.N. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
2. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Willis looking to throw it. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
To throw, here's Willis. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
A 28-yard gain. And the Raven first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now Willis to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready,
So
set.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set, go.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Don't worry. What ain't it? Sit out. What ain't it? What a shot. Sit out.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
On his loop for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Ravens 38, Dolphins 17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180. Ready?
Now Willis to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Wester on the return.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Alpha, it's a lot.
They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, for that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass caught, is Lane with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They go play action now. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Middle.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson will throw again. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Finish it up!
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Come on, set, steady.
Now Willis. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cougar 19.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Malachi Starks.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Get up! Ready! What? Ready!
Jackson will try and do this himself. Dancing away at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 59 yards. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Luke now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Ravens 44, Dolphins 23. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Second and 6.
Second down and 6 now.
70, ready?
Willis. Short throw to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready? Middle.
Henry running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dolphins 23. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy who we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2 yards to go, second down.
Come on, set. Ready.
Willis looking to throw it.
It's Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go now.
Willis will look to throw it. Open man is Jerome Jennings.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
19 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Baltimore,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.